Nine Health expert Dr. Payal Kohli is joining us now to talk about this latest information with the pandemic, because we are still talking about this. We've seen the mask mandates drop, and the COVID numbers here in Colorado are great, really across the country. But some doctors and hospitals are seeing some problems, and we're hearing about these cases in Europe. I've heard like 4 or 5 people talk about it today.
Yes.
And there's this sub-variant. It's a stealth variant.
Yes.
What is that?
Yeah, so stealth means it's a secret variant. It has 28 more mutations than the Omicron variant. One of those mutations, Kim, makes it harder for us to pick it up on our standard PCR test. So it still shows up as COVID. We just don't know that it's the stealth variant. So it's a little hard to know exactly where the virus is going exactly. In the home tests, there's no way to know if it's the original Omicron or the stealth variant. So that's harder about this. The mutations have also made it a little bit more contagious. So we think it's about 1.5-fold more contagious than Omicron, which was already several-fold so contagious as you can imagine.
Yeah.
And they're saying it spreads very efficiently in households. So the household is entirely getting sick, and it's presenting with these symptoms of fatigue and dizziness. So a little different than what we've seen with the other Omicron variant.
And I know you have told this many times. We're going to see this for forever, probably, hearing about COVID and some different variants. But this one's really causing some problems in Europe right now. You have a lot. It's really spreading when you talk about this.
That's exactly right. Europe, I would say, is a little ahead of us on the timeline. So they're basically our future. Yes, exactly. So we need to learn, not necessarily panic, but learn from what's going on in Europe, which is that there's been a resurgence of cases. We've also seen it in China and the Philippines, all over the world, actually, because of this variant, because it's more contagious. We don't yet know if it makes you sicker. We do think the vaccines work to keep you out of the hospital, so that's still our best tool. But some of our treatments look like they're not working as well for this, particularly some of the antivirals that we have. So one of them works and the other doesn't.
So if you've had Omicron, can you get this stealth variant?
That's $1 million question. We don't yet know the answer, but we are seeing high cases of stealth variant occurring in communities where people have had Omicron peaks. So probably yes, but not immediately after you've had Omicron, because we think there'll be some degree of protection. So here in the US, I think we're in our honeymoon period. We've had Omicron, we had a lot of people vaccinated and boosted, so the cases are growing a little bit slower of the stealth variant, but we've gone up from 3% now to 11% of cases representing the stealth variant.
So besides getting vaccinated, I mean, then you're going to say that, vaccinated, boosted, but then for those of us that have done that, should we start getting worried about, well, my immunity might be wearing off, I need to start asking around about another booster?
Well, I do think there's going to be another shot coming in the fall.
Okay.
I hope that it's going to be an upgraded version, perhaps with Omicron, maybe even with the stealth variant, the Delta variant, the ones that make us real sick. But I don't want us to worry yet, because I think we are in a reasonably good place. We just have to continue to keep our guard up and make sure we don't believe that narrative that everything's over, that we so much want to believe, because it's been so long that we've been stuck in this mode.
Yeah. Okay, we have been talking about other things with you.
And
we know we're going to talk a little bit more about other things. But right now, this is important. So
That's right.
Thank you, Dr. Kohli.